Hey friends, welcome back to this week's vlog. I want to talk about bad days. So first, let's take a look at what is a bad day. Well, as I see it, a bad day usually looks like this. You have this idea or this expectation of what your day should look like or how your day should go, and then the complete opposite of that happens and you feel like your whole day is just falling apart because you're not getting done what you expected to get done, or you're not getting what you expected to get, or you're not doing what you expected to be doing. And so you feel all this angst, maybe this anxiety, frustration, irritation, overwhelm, stress, like all of those negative emotions that clearly attack the body, mind, physical, and spirit, right? You just feel really, really crummy. And the crazy thing about it is when the one thing goes wrong, you start to focus on that, and what you'll find is that it just starts to snowball, like more things happen and the day just gets worse and worse and worse. And so we call that a bad day. And if we don't get that energy or that focus under control, then it turns into a bad week, a bad month, and maybe even possible a bad year. Yes, some people that I work with have had a bad year or bad years. So do not feel bad if you are having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, or even bad years. Lots of people go through this. So let's look at what a good day is. So we typically say that a good day is a day where everything goes exactly as you wanted it. Everything goes according to plan, according to your expectation is the key thing to notice here. And a great day is when the day is so awesome because it exceeds your expectation in giving you more of what you wanted than you expected. Here's the thing about this, right? Life is always happening. And I remember a really good friend of mine saying this to me when something, I can't even remember what happened or what I was complaining about, but I was really miserable and really sad about something a couple of years ago. And he said, what if this isn't happening to you? What if life is just happening? And it totally blew my mind at the time, because I think a lot of us take the outside circumstances or the breakdowns that happen in life like so personally. It's like we forget that we can't control the weather, we can't control other people, and we can't control every single thing in life, you know? And so breakdowns, the unexpected, are actually to be expected. But the thing is, if you are somebody that's a little bit of a control freak, like I was a little bit of a control freak back in the day, every now and then it tries to slip its way back in, but I kind of got that, on lock a little bit. But if you are a control freak or you're somebody who really likes to be in control, then when things don't go according to plan or things don't go as expected, you're going to be upset, right? It's going to throw you off. And so you'll be somebody who's more likely to have bad days. Now, if you want to learn more about how to not be a control freak, I did do a video on this, and you can search the channel and find that video. I think it was actually called How to Stop Being a Control Freak, or I'll link it somewhere here or in the description box, okay? So you can go check it out. The important thing to understand is that the unexpected is actually to be expected, and those of us who are really uncomfortable with uncertainty or really uncomfortable with things not going according to plan, it often is very deeply tied into a self-love issue, specifically issues of self-confidence, self-worth, and self-value. Now, why I say this is because people who feel really good about themselves, like people who know who they are, they've got a lot of confidence, they just feel great about who they are and what they're capable of and why they're here on the planet. When things throw them, like when life throws them lemons, they make lemonade out of it. And when a curveball gets hit, they just roll with it. They can roll with it, okay? And it doesn't mean that they don't get frustrated, sad, upset, angry, all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't block them, and it doesn't take them out of their entire day, their entire week, their month, or their year. Now, it's not to say that historically they haven't experienced something like that, because learning to love yourself is a journey, right? So all of us are at different places and different stages for different reasons on this journey. But that is where we kind of want to get to. We want to get to this place where when things happen in life, or when people don't do what they say, or breakdowns happen, computers, technologies, cars, fires, deaths, these kinds of things. And I don't mean to squeeze death in there like it's a small thing, okay? Experiencing a death, you know, a loss like that, or a fire or something like that is huge, and it is incredibly traumatic, and there is deep work to be done, emotional work, and all kinds of other work that can be done. For the everyday breakdowns that occur all the time, all over the world to people, it is just important that we understand that it is a part of life. It is not happening to us, it is happening. And that part of the life lesson for all of us, and this is also tied into the self-love lesson, is being able to just let go and surrender. Because here's the really cool thing: if you cannot get stuck on, oh my God, this is such a bad day, this is such a bad day, this is such a bad week, what starts to open up and what starts to happen is this really cool thing. It's like the stuff hits the fan, okay? It's crummy, it's awful, but you can ask yourself two questions and have powerful answers. The first is this. I ask myself this all the time when I feel like I'm having a bad day, or when a client shows up on a call and they said they've had a bad day. The first is, do you trust yourself that no matter what life throws at you, you can roll with it? And if the answer is yes, then it's like, okay, it's yes, so let's keep moving forward. If the answer is no, then we have a deeper self-love, self-esteem, self-confidence issue, and that's what we want to go to work on. The second thing is this: what is the opportunity here? Now, obviously, if it's something super traumatic that's happened, that's unexpected, like a death, a fire, like these are big things, right? Like a war or something like that, there's a little bit more work to be done. But for most of us, we're not dealing with that kind of stuff every day. And we say we have a bad day when, you know, the milk goes bad, or the refrigerator breaks down, or the car breaks down. Things that happen all the time, okay? It's like, what is the lesson here, or what is the opportunity here? And when you answer that question, you start to look around, you will see that, okay, life closed the door here, right? But when I step back, and I stop looking at this like a personal vendetta against me from the universe, you'll see all these windows, you know, all these windows, all these doors, maybe even a skylight, a rope, a ladder, to help you get to where you want to go, or to bring you to a direction that was even better than where you were going in the first place. Specifically when we're having a bad day, because I know some of you were like, well, I had a bad day today, so how do I get out of it? If you're having a bad day right now, the thing to do is to stop resisting it. Stop mulling over how it should have been different, how this person should have done this and they should have done that, and this shouldn't have happened, and the weather and that, you know, that whole, just stop. Because it is sucking the life out of you, and if there's anyone around you involved in the situation, it is also sucking the life out of them. If they're doing it too, then you are sucking the life out of each other. Just totally draining yourself of all of the juicy life force energy that could actually support you to move forward. So it is just to stop resisting. Just accept the reality of the situation. The car is broken down, the laptop's on the fritz, it doesn't work anymore, the camera you just dropped and broke, your boyfriend cheated on you, your husband's leaving you, whatever is happening, just for the moment, so that you can start to move forward, just accept that it is happening. Accepting doesn't mean that we are happy about it. It doesn't mean that we agree with it. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily okay if somebody has violated our boundaries or betrayed us or done something wrong to us. It simply means I see it, I acknowledge it, and now I'm looking for new doorways and windows to help me move forward. And that's really how you deal with a bad day. I hope that you all have really enjoyed this video and that it's been helpful for you. If you want to share some ways or some things that you do to help yourself get out of a funk or to move through a bad day, leave them in the comments below. And of course, if you have any questions, I'd also be happy to answer those. I am working my way down a very long list of Q&A videos, so if I haven't gotten to yours yet, do not worry, I will get to it. And also, if you have a question, keep them coming anyway, because eventually we're gonna get through the list and I wanna add your question, okay? So every question is a great question, every question is relevant, and I will get to it. Don't you forget, until we see each other either on Instagram or in the next video, that we are in this together. I love you all so much. Have a great day. Mwah.